Welcome back to a Foodie Friday.
It's your favorite dynamic duo, BMARSZ
And Chanty.
and we're eating something extra special today, which is spicy zucchini stir fry.
We're just eating spicy zucchini.
Mm-hmm,
We're
with
gonna
rice.
cook it in front of you in this little pot right here.
As you guys can probably tell, me and Chanty went to the Korean market recently and bought lots of fun things, so.
Yeah, so we're gonna be featuring these Korean, I don't know if this is zucchini or if it just says squash. It says Korean squash, but they're like mini zucchinis.
They're super fat and cute.
Yeah, they're so cute. And we also got this huge napa cabbage. We both love cooked cabbage, so we're gonna throw that in here as well. And this is inspired by a recipe that you found. It's kind of similar to, I don't know if you guys remember when we made the spicy marinated cucumbers.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that recipe, which we haven't even showed them yet, but
Next week.
yeah.
We have so many ideas for you guys. It's like overwhelming sometimes. Me and Chantal will just say a list of things we want to do and then just stare at each other like, when are we gonna do all these things?
I
It's
know,
like,
right?
Okay, what should we do first?
Oh, this is also in theme with our healthy New Year's resolution videos. you know?
Yeah, this is a really good recipe.
We were thinking we were gonna keep it healthy this week.
That actually makes me think of some questions for you for this mukbang, but let's first get into this recipe.
All right. Should we just start chopping?
Chopping? Okay. We'll go through the ingredients as we're cooking for you guys.
So we should first maybe chop up the onion because I think he should get cooked first.
I really, maybe.
Onion. Did I spray you in the eye?
Almost.
Sorry.
I was like right on my highlight.
Oh, that would have been painful.
I'll just pat her in. I have to say, I am so susceptible to
Smells?
No, not smells. I think we're susceptible to smells.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the onion burning.
The onion burning. No, I am. Like, anytime I cut onion or garlic, my eyes water up. Isn't that weird? Like, every time.
Got some sensitive eyeballs.
I guess. Just a little.
I'm gonna chop these like diced. Is that okay?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
What part of the onion or garlic family makes you cry? Like, why does that happen?
So
Educate us, Chanty.
no, I need to refresh. I used to know this really well when I was studying all of my like food nutrition books. So it's the same anti-cancer compound because raw onions are really good for like immunity and like fighting cancer cells, and I don't really know the correct terminology.
Garlic and the onion family is like, I feel like one of the best things for you. It's so good, like antibacterial, antifungal, antivirus. Like anytime you're sick, you should just munch on some garlic. I swear it helps me every time.
Right. So yeah, onions and garlic and the whole onion family, like even green onions, leeks, are super anti-cancer foods. But it's the same compound that is so anti-cancer protective that is also so burning and smelly. So the more like smelly and burning the onion gives off, the more like anti-cancer compounds it has in it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I really wish I knew the correct terminology for you guys. I feel like
Maybe we'll look it up and put like the text.
oh yeah, like
and
a
pop
little
it up.
description.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was so interesting. I just think that food and nutrition is so interesting in general too.
I hope that since I cry easier, it doesn't mean that I'm like more likely to get cancer or something crazy.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting to look up. Maybe it just means that your eyes are sensitive.
Yeah, probably. I like cry when I run outside when the wind is like hitting my face. Like, it's not like I'm even running that fast. And I like tear up. I remember like running the mile in high school and it was so embarrassing because I'd always be like
Crying.
crying.
Got some sensitive eyeballs. Oh yeah, and isn't it really hard for you to like put in contacts too?
Yeah. I think the lighter your eyes,
fine.
they say the more sensitive they are.
Painful eyes. And I also heard that, going onto the onion thing, if you cut with a wet knife and a wet cutting board, it helps because apparently that compound, the smelly compound, attaches to wet things. So that's why like your eyeballs are like wet. So I also heard, I don't know how true this is, but you can also like cut onions like this and like kind of like attach to your tongue instead of your eyes.
Ooh, I'm gonna do that.
Just do this. Yeah. That's our Instant Pot rice.
Oh, that's another question I have. What makes white rice worse than brown rice? Like, why is brown rice better for you? Like, I always wondered that because
Oh, yeah, I know the answer.
I thought you would.
You want me to tell you now?
Yeah, while we're chopping.
So, brown rice.
Ooh, these are kind of fuzzy.
Really?
Sorry, I got distracted.
Ooh, they are fuzzy.
Cute.
Or they're dirty.
Oh.
Maybe we should wash them off.
Yeah, we'll wash them in a second.
So brown rice has the outside shell still attached to it, and white rice, they remove the outer portion of it to make it more like soft. Yeah.
That's why I love white rice. It's just like,
yeah, but the outer shell portion is like where all the fiber is, the nutrients is. So they remove like the most nutritious part of the rice, which is why it's not as good for you, you know? And it, since it doesn't have fiber, it gets absorbed a lot quicker in your body. It like isn't good for your like glucose levels, you know, like your blood sugar levels, because it's absorbed so much quicker.
So does white rice have any good compounds left in it, or is it just the bad part of the rice is left over?
I'm sure.
Like when I eat white rice, can I still pretend I'm like
healthy?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know. I know that like just with like any fruits and vegetables, like the most nutritious part of it is in the most fibrous part, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm sure most of it is probably gone within like processing.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, and then so they remove the most nutritious part, which is the outer shell with white rice, and then to make it more nutritious again, they pump in more fortified nutrients, which is kind of backwards.
Huh.
You know?
That's really weird.
So then they add like folic acid and like whatever other vitamins they add into it, just like with like fortified cereals and stuff. Is that interesting?
Weird.
Yeah.
You take something away to pump it back in. But
Right.
white rice is just, it's just so good.
I don't really know the difference. I'm just gonna peel away some of these gross.
Yeah.
Shells.
I'm actually gonna go throw these away and wash these zucchinis while you chop the napa.
Okay.
So fun fact, they were not fuzzy. So good thing I
Really?
washed them.
It was just dirt covering them?
Yeah. I like gave them a little wipe
Oh my
down.
god, they're squeaky clean now.
I literally went like this, like,
Good thing you washed them. Maybe the fuzz just brushed off when you washed them too, you know?
yeah, let's
They
hope.
were a little bit fuzzy.
That's another important rule, guys. It's really, really important to rinse your veggies and fruits, right?
Yeah.
I never did that before I met Chantal. I just ate all the pesticides and dirt.
Well, I think if you buy organic, you can get away with not washing them a little bit more, you know? But yeah, you never know who's been handling food that you buy. But also, since we wash things so much, there's no bacteria on them anymore.
And that's bad because you don't build a bacteria resistance.
Yeah, we were just talking about this because I was just editing this video.
Yeah.
We were talking about it, so I don't know, it's better. Probably should wash. I think she could be a little bit hotter, but I'm just gonna go ahead and add in the onions. I love the sizzle.
You'll love to hear it.
I accidentally put it on warm instead of hot when I turned it on.
No, it's fine.
So
This thing heats up so fast. It's like the best skillet.
I love this little skillet. Link in description box down below, you guys. Just gonna let these cook up a bit while we chop the zooks. I was gonna say the squash.
Squash. I feel like the reason people don't cook at home is because like I never knew what to do with these things. And when I was in college, YouTube and that type of stuff wasn't really popular. I remember when Pinterest became popular, and then I thought I was like a cooking god because I could see all these recipes, and I was like, wow, I've never made Brussels sprouts before or like anything like that. And to look at a vegetable in the grocery aisle
I'm
is
gonna
like,
cut these in dices.
okay, it's very intimidating.
Right, yeah, and I feel like also, if your parents never like a vegetable or like try certain thing, then the kids won't either, you know?
Yeah. Like my family growing up, we ate a lot of like the canned vegetables, like the canned green beans and canned hominy.
I love the canned vegetables.
They're just so convenient, and I think it's really cheap.
The kids I babysit, I remember one time their mom was like, oh, well, I always just want to get a salad, but I feel bad because it doesn't let them like expand their palate, you know? So I was like, yeah, that's a good point.
So she gives them pollo loco instead. Pollo loco.
Well, like whenever they like go out to like a restaurant, like they always just get like a burrito or even just like a sample off. I think she was talking about like they never like sample anything off my plate that's like fun.
Oh, because you always eat
she
salads.
just wants a salad, yeah.
That's interesting.
Ooh. All right, I think should we start adding in the vegetables?
Yeah.
Or actually, let's add in some of this garlic.
Whoa. Sorry, our heads get cut off when we start cooking. We gotta look at it.
Yeah. It's some, like half a tablespoon of garlic. That's kind of a lot, but.
Oh, I love a good garlic though.
Yeah, we're both garlic fans. Oh, do you want to chop those up?
No, I put them down here and I forgot about them. Did I mess up? Can we add these later?
You want to add them out?
Yeah. I like just realized they were on the ground next to me. I was like,
So we're gonna go ahead and mix up the little spicy marinade dressing in this bowl so that then I can just pour it over top. I'm gonna use some reduced sodium soy sauce.
Cairo. Do you want me to just chop these while you're adding those?
Yeah. We have our favorite goju jaru powder. I actually love that we bought this huge bag of it.
I know. We were like complaining about it at first because we were like, we're never going to use this much. And now it's like...
I use this all the time. I'm gonna add in, how much is that? Probably like a little under a tablespoon. Let's do like a tablespoon and a half. Gonna be adding in a little bit of organic cane sugar. I'm just gonna sprinkle some in through the top because there's a hole in this bag. Maybe like a teaspoon. And also got some crushed red pepper flakes to make it
more spicy.
more spicy.
Some green onions.
Going in. Sprinkling in some red chili pepper flakes. And I think I'm gonna add some more minced garlic into this mixture concoction. That's all right with you.
I think that's a great idea.
All right, lastly, we're splashing in some apple cider vinegar to give it a little bit of tartness, just like a teaspoon. We're just gonna pour this on over the vegetables.
I'm gonna move this over.
Yeah. Ooh, they're like cooking already. Gotta work quickly with this little thing. We probably should have added the spices in earlier so that it could have had time to like, because when you cook spices, it gets spicier like the longer you cook it, I'm pretty sure. Are you sure you don't want more spice?
I think it's perfect.
Okay. So we are back. We have our spicy vegetable concoction here. Brittany served me and her some rice out of the Instant Pot. And we, of course, we are eating this with some King's spicy kimchi. This is our personal favorite.
Yes, I'm so happy.
I know. I'm so happy that we're eating like something healthy. Ready?
Ooh. I'll
Cheers.
you. Cheers.
Ooh, hot.
This is so good. Oh, I'm so glad we added the zucchini.
I mean the cabbage.
Cabbage.
So good.
Oh my god, originally we were just gonna do the zucchini.
Yeah, and then we found out, I mean, we saw the big cabbage in there.
One more bite before I get talking.
Yeah, let's just take a moment to enjoy this deliciousness. Oh, it's so good, you guys.
I feel like I need my spoon so I can shovel.
Oh,
That's a terrible way of eating, but
it was such an easy, like lunch idea. Easy, quick.
it was really quick.
So quick. And
Would that take us like, including like cutting and everything, like 20 minutes?
yeah, not even 15 minutes. And this is like a good side dish to like serve or something. Delicious.
I feel like this would have been really good with some tofu.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
Oh yes. Protein, protein, protein.
How could we forget? Every time we say protein, 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 I like cry a little inside.
I know. Mommy Tang.
Where are you at? I feel like we can't like do it as good as her.
Nobody
Just
can.
leave it. Mommy Tang.
I just ate a zucchini piece by itself. They got so squishy so quickly.
I know.
I was afraid they were still gonna be hard, but they cooked through it really
Yeah,
fast.
they cook really fast. Zucchini does.
Okay.
So, since it's Foodie Friday, we have a shout out and a topic for you guys.
Alright. Again, don't forget, if you want to be on next Food Day Fridays, I don't know why I say that so weird, make sure you leave a comment below with your Instagram handle and make sure you're following both of us on there and on here. And give us a topic idea.
Right. So you have to leave us a topic, and we only give you a shout out if you follow us on Instagram, and so we use your handle to check if you're following our Instagrams.
Yes, so this next one is from Caitlin. She left us a long comment with lots of ideas, which we really appreciated.
Yeah, so many ideas. Thank you.
And we noticed all the tweets and Instagrams of the food you're cooking, and you're doing great. We love to see it.
She always tags us in her like
dinner
cooking.
ideas. Yeah. So the first thing she said was New Year's resolutions, which we did last video, and any funny stories regarding New Year's Eve. Also super memorable New Year's Eve moments, and I thought it would be fun if we talk about this year's New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and then she also has so many other comments, so maybe in future videos we can go over some of her other topics, but I think we should just stick to one.
Yeah, these are a lot. We'll write them down. We should like start a journal with topics.
Yeah.
And then just like cross them out when we're done.
That's a good idea.
Anyway, so New Year's Eve. As you guys know, Chantal's birthday was the day before New Year's Eve. So I feel like we could kind of talk about like both days because they're both memorable.
Right.
You know, we did things. What do you want to start with?
Yeah, and the video we posted on Monday, we filmed before my birthday, so we haven't got to talk about my birthday at all, you know? So yeah, I guess I could start with my birthday. I got the day off from working at the Chill. As you guys know, we're working a dance job for the past like 20 days.
Forever.
Right, yeah. And so I got the day off, which was so nice. Had literally such a chill, relaxing day. Like all I wanted to do was just like relax and just like take the day off. I got pedicures. That's so gross. With my boyfriend, I forced him to get pedicures with me.
That's so cute.
Yeah. And what else did we do? Woke up. Oh, I am obsessed right now with Whole Foods iced lattes. They let you switch out any type of milk for free, which is really nice because Starbucks charges like 75 cents or whatever, and I don't know. I feel like whenever I make a drink at Starbucks, it's like $6 because they charge extra for everything.
I also noticed at Taco Bell, they charge you like 60 cents if you switch the meat for the potato and stuff. And I was like,
That makes no sense.
that's rude. Just because you have to make a new one.
I guess, but potato is cheaper than meat anyways, you know?
I know.
Anyways, went to Whole Foods, got a huge iced latte, which already I just love to begin with. Got our toes done. Me and Brittany got our nails done because I didn't get my toes done the first time. Quick story time. I feel like anytime I go shopping or like getting my nails done, what else did I do? Going to a restaurant. I feel like everybody's so crabby right now, or was so crabby around like New Year's time.
What?
Yeah, I feel like the stress of the holidays, like everybody, whenever I would go out, the past like 2 days that we're gonna talk about, everybody was so cranky. So I got my toes done separately because the lady wouldn't let me get my nails done at the pedicure station, which is odd. Usually they do it at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I
I
was
was
trying to like get more money and get you out.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, we both want to get pedicures, I want to get a manicure. And she was like, okay, well, like, go sit over there for your manicure. And I was like, oh, but like, why can't we just like sit together? Like that, you guys don't do that here? And she was like, so which one do you want? Do you want a pedicure or do you want a manicure? And I was like, Jesus.
That's so weird. I feel like every place I always see people sitting getting their nails done and then somebody else is sitting by their hands.
Yeah, but like, it's fine. Like, it's no big deal. But just for her to snap at me like that, I was like, oh, it's my birthday. Yeah, but no, it was fine. And then so we went out a second time to get our nails done. And then the lady took literally an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And then you said your guy was like mean to you about picking out your color.
Like, I was super mean. It was weird though. I got these nails, which I don't even know if you can see because that's how irrelevant they are. Because I wanted to get,
They're pretty.
I went to get like this multi-chrome hollow, like crazy nail polish for New Year's Eve.
Yeah,
And
right.
then they said it was $15 extra on top of your $30 manicure.
Right.
And I was like, at that price, I should just get acrylics. Like,
Yeah, for gel nails.
no. And I think he was mad that I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, can I look at the other nail polishes? And then I think he thought like maybe I was cheap or something. Because then he was like, showed me these nails that were like completely gold glitter. And I was like, oh, perfect. Like, I just want something shiny and we have to wear gold at my work. He puts on the first layer and there's like 3 specks of gold in it. And he looks at it, he knows it like looks bad. It doesn't look like the nail that, like they must have put 50 layers on that like fake sample nail.
Yeah.
And he was like, is this okay? And I was like, oh, well, I was hoping there would be more glitter. Like, is there any way, like, more with glitter? And he's like, is it okay or not? And I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Just do it. Like,
Yeah, like everybody's so snappy.
yeah. And then he ended up putting 3 layers on because it was like not becoming gold. And it's still like, you can see my nail under the gold, which
You can, yeah.
flakes.
Maybe the sample that you saw had like a layer underneath. Like that looks like a top coat or something.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, why would I? whatever.
So that was a weird experience. And then,
Her lady
oh my God.
bullied her.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's no big deal. I mean, at least she was nice. It's not like she was like, well, she was kind of like bullying me to get the gels, but she was nice like overall, you know, like
She was trying to upsell you and it worked. I'm a salesperson. I work in sales.
well, it only worked because she was taking an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit there for an extra half hour, wait for them to dry, 2 hours in the nail salon. But anyways, the craziest experience was my birthday dinner.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So we dealt with those like 2 cranky people at the nail salon, and then I went to my birthday dinner, and our server, I went to Crossroads, which if you're a vegan in LA,
It's pretty famous.
it's pretty well known. It's like kind of more like fine dining vegan cuisine. And I was so excited. I've never been there before. Like, you know when you just expect something to be like so great, like I was like, oh, this is gonna be such the perfect birthday dinner. Like we made a reservation for 9, and it's the only time they would let us eat because it was sold, like they had no more reservations. That's the only time they would let us come in.
Wow.
Yeah, and we like got a drink at the bar. The bartender was so nice. Sat down to order our food, and right away our waitress was just so cranky.
It really is weird because
It's like fine
as
dining.
a server, which I am, so I can say this, you work for your tips, and your tips are based off of like your service. So if you're giving bad service, how do you expect like that you deserve a tip?
Well, honestly,
I know when I'm like stressed out, like I have too many tables, I'm not as nice or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, my tip isn't gonna be as good because I'm not
giving her all. Mm-hmm. Well, I think that she judged us from the moment she saw us. She saw like it was me and my boyfriend, like 2 younger looking people, and was probably like, these kids aren't gonna like tip very well. Like maybe she's used to like
celebrities and rich
people who like go there and like spend a ton of money. But I was like, girl, you don't know that. Like we could be like spending like $300 right now. Like
You could have your daddy's credit card. You don't know
you're
me.
judging me before you even like talk to us. And then she was like, you're not gonna order any appetizers or drinks. And I was like, we're gonna order 2 appetizers. Ordered our 2 appetizers. And then she's like, okay, give me your menus. And we were like, well, we're gonna order more. Like, what do you mean you're gonna take away our menus? Like, it was just so, she was so like rolling her eyes and like so not nice. But whatever. Like the food was incredible, but
That's sad though.
a little bit ruined by our server. How can you be so rude?
I feel like if I'm going out to dinner, I want to sit there. Usually I would say like an hour is like appropriate, like at least to like sit down, have a drink, have an appetizer, have your entree, maybe a dessert, maybe another drink, and like be able to talk to whoever you're with and
Yeah. Oh, well, that's the
like
other
make
thing.
a moment of it, you know?
The other thing, I don't know if this is what you're talking about, but I haven't said it yet. The food came out, so we ordered our appetizers. Literally, I swear, maximum 3 minutes. It popped out, and we were like, "Whoa, that was like strangely quick." We're like, "What?" That was like nice. Like people like to get their food quick. Then we order our main course, like dinner, comes out literally in like 3 minutes again. So we were in and out in there in no lie 30 minutes for like.
I know, you guys came home so quick. I was
Yeah.
like,
We left here. We got there.
the
like,
drive to Crossroads is longer than the amount of time you spent in the restaurant.
No kidding. Yeah, we were back here by 10, and our reservation was at 9 o'clock. So it was just so weird. Like, I know people like to get their food quickly, but if it's like supposed to be a fancier type restaurant, like, wouldn't you think they take more time to prepare the food? But
It made it sound like that it was like pre-cooked and like
Yeah.
under, you know, in the back of a
Or
kitchen
something.
you have like a hot belt, so like a chef will cook something. Like as a server, I'll put in like nachos, right, and then like 5 minutes later I'll put in something else and something else, and then as if I'm out there taking people's orders and the nachos get done, they put it under a hot plate so it stays hot, while if I'm not there to pick it up as soon as it's ready. But it sounds like they just had like a ton of items on the hot belt and you're just like picking up as people order.
yeah, it was so bizarre. I did not expect that at all. But it was still a great birthday because the food was really good, and I feel like it's the people that make the memories special, you know?
It was probably nice relaxing. Honestly, R&R is underrated, not overrated. Like just relaxing and having the day to yourself is so nice sometimes.
Yeah, don't mean to complain, but I mean, like, forewarning, if you're looking for a nice restaurant, Crossroads, they're mean, so.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're complaining. You're giving an honest review. Like,
Yeah.
And then we almost got hit by a car.
Oh, yeah, and then we walk out on the street. We're like, oh, that was such a weird dinner. Like, let's just go home. Like, we're out, like, so much earlier than we anticipated. We expected, like, have this, like, long night out and, like, I don't
Hanging
know.
out.
Right. And then we walk outside, and there's a car, like so far down the end of the street, and we're like crossing the street, and literally speeds up, and I'm wearing heels, and Colin's like pulling my arm. We're like running across the street, literally like speeds up, almost hits us. We like leap onto the sidewalk, and he like zooms past us.
He like speeds up when he sees you.
Yeah.
People do that in LA all the time.
They hate pedestrians.
Yeah. It's like,
it was very bizarre to like top off the whole night.
oh my god, that makes me so angry.
Yeah, but anyways, we should, I just talked about my birthday for the entire mukbang. Do you want to give a quick New Year's Eve review?
It's better you talk about your birthday anyway, because for New Year's Eve, I just worked. And New Year's Eve to me is like the most stressful but rewarding day of the year. At least everyone comes in knowing they're going to spend a lot of money, but it's my job to like get them to spend more money. I like New Year's Eve because it's like busy and...
Well, first you should tell them, if you guys didn't know, Brittany works at a club. She's a bottle server.
I work at one of like the biggest clubs in Hollywood. We have, it's like 2,000 person capacity, and we had Marcus Schultz playing from open to close. He's like super big, and he actually proposed to his wife there.
Really?
On New Year's Eve, or fiance proposed to his wife. Which
cute.
was really cute. But yeah, so I was there till like 6:30 a.m. And there was some drama because some girls like drank during the job, which isn't unheard of when you're like a bartender or bottle waitress or whatever, but it can't be to a point where you like can't do your job. Like you're closing out work, like counting your money and stuff. Like there was another girl, I had to literally do her whole checkout for her because she was so hammered.
But like dealing with thousands of dollars here.
Yeah, like my drop alone, like what I had to pay back to the club,
like what
the money I made was over 10 grand.
So like,
and I'm just one of 9 girls that worked that night.
To be a little tipsy, it's kind of like
girl, you got lots of money you're dealing with.
You can't mess up.
I'm like the girl who does all the money because I'm super organized and on my shit. I've been working there for so long, and I kind of had to yell at people, just be like, yo, everyone's got to get their minds right now. Like I don't care what you had, sober up, figure your life out,
right?
Because it also like makes it last so much longer. But yeah,
like takes longer to like do things.
Yeah.
I also worked on New Year's, but I worked at this fancy resort down the coast of California, like an hour away from our house, and I worked there for like 5 hours, and I danced for like 2 hours and like helped like pass out things the first 2 hours. And it was actually really fun. I was like, oh, I'm sad I'm not like at a fun party. Like it was kind of like prom for like older people, I guess. Is how I
sell a party.
Yeah, like
it's hard.
They had like full delicious catering food there, and then like they went into like the dancing room and like danced, and they had like free champagne. They were just like passing around, and yeah, free open bar. It was so fun. I would have loved to party there. I
know. I'm always sad to not party on New Year's Eve. Like ever since I was 18, I've always worked on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But also like I just make so much money that every year I'm like I gotta work.
No, I think it's way better. Yeah, you're doing the right decision.
You know, and
New Year's Eve is very overrated too.
It really is. I mean, I would like to like give Max a kiss at midnight. I think that's really cute. But other than that,
or like if you were to go to like a fun party, you would have to spend
lots of money,
like at least like $300. Like
yeah.
The place just like a ticket, not even like including like the platinum. They had like different levels of like tickets that they sold. Yeah, just the basic one was $250 to like get in.
Woo!
I know. I'm gonna actually down this last bite.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Don't choke.
I have the funniest thing. Someone commented on my channel, or maybe it was on a mukbang. I don't remember where I saw this comment. Wow, your mouth is as big as a horse. Or like something like that. And it just made me literally LOL. I was like, I know, right?
Aren't you impressed?
Yeah.
That's really funny.
It's like, wow, your mouth is so big. It's like as big as a horse.
It's probably on like one of like the ASMR videos or something.
Oh, wait,
no. Taking like big bites.
No, it was on my personal channel. Like a Instant Pot video. I was like, I'm not even eating anything. But they just realized that my mouth is as big as a horse. Yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to wrap her up.
Thanks for tuning into today's cooking video. Shout out to
Caitlin
Caitlin one last time. Thanks for your topic.
And make sure that you guys leave your topics with your Instagram handles in the comments below. And if you like these recipe healthy bangs that we've been doing, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up.
Let us know how your New Year's was in the comments down below.
Oh yeah, I'd love to know.
See you next time. Oh,
We'll just do mukbang.
okay.
I feel like it's our name more so than the day.
True. Mukbang Monday out.